I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Arise, shine, for your light has come. And having been warned in a dream, they left by another road. On that first Sunday of Advent, our prayer as the candle was lit invoked the star of wonder, the star of divine wisdom. And we have followed that wisdom together as we journeyed through Advent, into Christmas, into the release of Friday night service. And now that wisdom asks us to arise and shine. That wisdom calls us into our own epiphany moments of clarity and illumination, of listening. That wisdom helps us recognize the need for forgiveness and self-forgiveness, for reconciliation, gratefulness, and compassion as we step into the new year. That wisdom helps us rest in the truth that all of life, all of love, all of spirit, all of our being are made of the connective tissue of joy and sorrow, promise and pain. As we joyfully discover the Christ everywhere, we can rest in this moment, this present, this path, just as it is. Even when the path is another road altogether, another path altogether from the one we thought we were on. There is something about that clean new calendar that invites us to consider the possibilities of renewal. The power of setting intentions versus New Year's resolutions is the underpinning of next week's White Stone service. This morning, as we turn the page on what we've released, what we have journeyed with, what we are calling in, and recognize that wisdom, some of it really hard-earned from the past year. May the journey of the Magi offer us a map into our own journey. So we come together in a centering breath practice. And I invite us today to once again set a shared intention to remain open to the path before us, to remain open to the call to lay our gifts at the manger, to share our gifts with each other, to arise and shine our light. And if you also notice arising a personal intention this morning, set that in your heart as well. So we take a deep breath in and out and come into this moment, into this presence, into this wisdom. Breathe in all this joy, just as it is. Breathe out all this sorrow, just as it is. Breathe in all this promise, just as it is. Breathe out all this pain, just as it is. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Breathe in. Arrive at this very life just as it is. Breathe out. Come into this being just as it is. Breathing in. Come into the fullness of spirit. Breathing out, come into the fullness of love. I'm grateful. I love you. On Christmas Eve, we heard in the Gospel of Matthew the story of the Magi following the star. When they heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that they had seen at its rising, until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. On entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they knelt down and paid him homage. Then, opening their treasure chests, they offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for their own country by another road. Like the wise ones, we journey into the unknown, at times overwhelmed by joy, other times overwhelmed and stunned as the road we're on becomes another road. Into the stillness now, I invite you to bring to your mind and heart a recognition, a knowing, a deep knowing of where you are on your journey, right now, today, this morning, at this very moment. Or perhaps recall a time of overwhelming joy, or a time when the road before you felt blocked and full of warning. From the Daily Word, I joyfully discover the Christ everywhere. Epiphany celebrates the day wise seekers arrived at Bethlehem and offered their gifts to the newborn Jesus. Today I receive these gifts anew when I center my heart on the presence and power of God. I rest in the awareness of the Christ within and feel God's light upon me I affirm, I arise, shine, and know all is truly well. Breathing in and out, center your heart. Come into the awareness of the Christ within. Breathe in awareness and breathe out light. Witness your own seeking. Your own seeking, and how you have followed the star of divine wisdom to this moment. Breathing in and out, know that you are the precious gift of gold and frankincense and myrrh. You are the precious gift. Witness the gift that you are, not despite your weaknesses and wanderings, but arising from those tender places that feel like failure, but are sweet with the honey of oneness, of forgiveness. Witness the fullness of your being and lay your gift at the feet of the indwelling Christ. Arise, shine from these tender places. I dreamt that I had a beehive here inside my heart, and the golden bees were making white combs and sweet honey from all my old failures. And from a poem called December 31st by Rosemary Watola Tromer. I know it's just another square on the calendar, but it feels like a good time to forgive myself for thinking I know anything, for wishing for life to be any different than it is, for blaming anyone or anything, for every time I have turned away from helping someone else, for the right time to touch the darkness, to nourish the one great heart that beats in us all, and trust that our kindness matters always. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry for when the log in my own eye made me see only the splinter in yours. I'm sorry for the times I forgot the call to arise and be light and love. I'm sorry for the moments I forgot to hold your heart gently, and for the moments I failed to hold my heart gently. I am sorry. Please forgive me for building a case against you instead of listening deeply. Forgive me for turning away. Forgive me and reconcile our hearts. Please forgive me my own heart. Forgive me. Thank you. I am grateful for all of it. The joy and the sorrow, the promise and the pain. Thank you. Thank you, wound, for being the place where the light enters. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for using all of me. Thank you, beloved, for this very life, just as it is. Thank you. I love you. I love you in friendship. I love you in compassion. I love you in justice and mercy. I love you in the one great heart that beats in us all. Hear the voice of the beloved whispering within, I love you. The wise ones answered the call to follow the star into the unknown, into the unexpected, into the God of surprises. With them, we journey into the blessing of meeting the God within who receives our gifts with unending love. Unending love. Our journey into the season of light brought us into the Advent gifts of hope and faith, of peace and love and joy. We journeyed to Bethlehem with Joseph and Mary, only to remember that Bethlehem is right here, right now. We've heard the call to say yes, like Mary. Here I am, though I do not know the way. Yes, I am here. We heard the call to love like Joseph beyond what our hearts understand, beyond what is easy. We rejoiced with angels and shepherds and magi and knelt in love, offering ourselves at the manger. We have released the gripping weight of our burdens, or at least lightened it somewhat, rejoicing in the gift of walking together in the flow of Christ's love in us. And now, as Howard Thurman reminds us, the work of Christmas begins anew. When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and the princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild nations, to bring peace among others, to make music in the heart. Our Epiphany moments call us to the work, to the promise, to the mystery of the Christmas story. and into the vision, mission, and oneness we stated earlier and that we state each Sunday. A world transformed by awakening. A world in which we recognize there is no separation from spirit or each other. No separation from the power and promise of the all-loving goodness of God. And we say yes to embracing the divine in all through our sacred service. It is so simple. What a simple, clear message that unites us. But it isn't easy. So I come once again to these twin paths. I must heed the inner call to follow my sacred purpose, to find and follow my sacred purpose. I must listen in the stillness to the voice of God within, whispering, shouting, singing, sighing, aching with love, compassion, forgiveness. And I must journey with other wise ones, you, or I will lose my way. So in the fullness of all we've met on this journey together so far, here's one final poem on this new January morning. The Call by Richard Wehrman. It's not the day on the calendar that makes the new year new. It's when the old year dies that the new year gets born. It's when the ache in your heart breaks open, when the new love makes every cell in your body align. It's when your baby is born. It's when your mother and father die. It's when the new earth is discovered and it's the ground you're standing on. The old year is all that is broken, the ash that is left from all those other fires, from all those other fires that you made. The new year kindles from your own spark, catches flame, and consumes all within that is old, withered, and dry. The new year breaks out when the eye sees anew, when the heart breathes open locked rooms, when your dead branches burst into blossom, when the call comes with no doubt that it's calling to you. When the ache in your heart breaks open, when new love makes your cells align, when flame kindles from your own spark, when our eyes see anew, when the heart breathes open, when the call comes, and there is no doubt that it is calling you. So let us open our hearts in prayer, in forgiveness, in gratitude, in compassion. Open our hearts to hear the call, to see the path, to welcome in once more the Christ at home in us and at home in all of creation. May our time together bless us. Bless us with renewed commitment to our own sense of sacred purpose. May we strengthen and support each other as we journey in community into the hope of the new year. Sweet Spirit, open us to the gift to be found in every wound, in every loss, in every joy and promise. May our lives bear witness to your love at work in us and at love at work in the world. May it be so, and so it is. Amen.